apparently Rick Glazer's reporting that Crawford and Errol Spence won't be approved by the WBO. Spence hadn't fought in over a year and a half, coming up on 2 years in next July. So he's saying that they won't approve it. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video. It's just a rumor. Check out the Box Rumor playlist. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love and support. Honestly, am I surprised? No, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. He hadn't fought 2 years. Errol Spence came out and said he ain't heard nothing in months. PBC don't have the bag they used to have. So remember, the IBF told Eddie Hearn that he needed $20K just to file, just for a non-refundable $20K, just to negotiate with Brian Norman Jr. and push Karen Charkachan aside. Had they came with an agreement with Norman or not, they still had to pay that $20K and it wasn't going to be refunded. So, like I continue to say, man, it is what it is. It's a dirty game and it's all about money. The WBO don't rock with PBC. I believe they got a new president too. If I'm not mistaken, Gilberto Mendoza stepped down. He was older, so they got a new president too. So, I mean, it make a bunch of sense. You know, he ain't fought in 2 years. He did fight for their belt this last time, or fought over a year and a half. He did fight for their belt last time. So with him fighting for their belt last time out, you'll think they'd be okay, you know. But they dissed the WBO for years. Didn't acknowledge him when Crawford had the belt. No longer wanted to fight the belt. Don't forget when Peter Quillen held the WBO belt, they didn't want to do business with Rock Nation. Paid Peter Quillen and Leslie $500K to drop the belt. So they've been treating the WBO like a piece of shit for years, a POS. So that ain't nothing new. That ain't nothing new. That ain't nothing new. That ain't nothing new at all. But, so maybe Errol Spence was on something. Maybe he'd turn around and fight Errol Sandy-Lara for the WBA now. That might be something. You know, the WBA, what about, we about Al. They messed with Al, had a strong relationship with Al, but also Sebastian Fundora just did an interview with Yuckmouth. You know, and he basically said on the interview, I heard on Cash Malachi show, that he said on the interview that Errol Spence was going to happen early next year. That, yeah, we going to fight in its own like hot butter popcorn. Now, you know, according to Errol Spence, he ain't heard nothing in months. According to Fundora, yeah, they fight next. He said, well, I don't know what happened with the Crawford fight. He didn't want it. I mean, we know you didn't want it. They offered you it in June. You said it didn't make sense. So at the end of the day, he may not be fighting Errol Spence, or, you know, he may drop that WBO belt and they might just be fighting for the WBC. But according to Errol Spence, he ain't heard nothing. According to Errol Spence, he ain't heard nothing. So, you know, Earl ain't heard nothing. You know what I'm saying? Sebastian, on his side, he's saying that, hey, man, I heard that we fight next. I'm fighting Errol Spence next, early next year. And Errol Spence is like he in decent shape right now on vacation with Frank Martin. You know, Frank Martin, you know, sent the offer to Floyd Schofield. And Schofield said they don't want to fight nobody coming off a loss. So apparently something over there cooking. So Earl saying, I ain't heard nothing in months. So that could be true. Fundora could be hearing something else. But according to Fundora, that's who you fight next. And that could be Samson just lying to him, telling him this, telling him that, you know. We know it's probably not going to, if it is, it's probably going to be in January. Benavidez, February. Morale, Benavidez, February 1st. March, Tank and Roach, early March. So, who knows? It could be. But if they fighting and Errol Spence don't know, it's around 8 weeks right now. If it's sometime in January. So, but apparently the WBO is saying no. So probably with some financial issues. At the convention they just had, it sounded like they was coming to an agreement to allow Spence to fight for that belt. So I'm going to guarantee you got something to do with them not coming to a cash agreement. So Is it just a non-title fight? Do they get a belt to Bud? Do Bud want the belt? Bomac said, there's some big news coming. Who knows what the big news is? Virgil Ortiz talking to Jerron Ennis. Canelo could be targeting Jake Paul sometime next year. So who knows? It could be Bud, Adrian Madrimov, not Adrian Madrimov, but Madrimov. Not Madrimov. What's the dude's name that just beat Tim Tszyu? Can't remember his name. The guy that beat Tim Tszyu with the IBF title. Could be him. It could be something else. Also heard Eddie Hearn said that Jerron Ennis and Virgil Ortiz may happen at 147 in that interview he did with the UK. I doubt it. They're exploring that it might happen at 147. So, Spence not getting approved. Maybe Spence done. That's how PBC do. All of them, they call you, be ready to show date. Woo, 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 woo. And you better be ready. You better be ready. So that can be a real case. That could be a real case, man. So, but right now, according to Rick Glazer, they ain't approving it. Guarantee you ain't no cash been exchanged. That's a problem. All of a sudden, Al is out the loop. He's sick. According to Rick Glazer, Al hiding. Who knows what's what? But as of right now, sound like what Errol Spence was saying was 100% true. That right now he ain't heard nothing, so who knows? So this mean Crawford and Fundora back on? Maybe that's the thing. Crawford and Fundora is the fight to make now. So maybe that's the big news. So I don't know. I really ain't asked. Really ain't had time to ask. I've been sick as a dog. Been laying in the bed. As soon as I get home, do a little bit of work, walk the dog, I get right in the bed. So I'm recovering. Feeling a lot better now, but yeah, feeling a lot better now, but shit, still a little stuffy and shit, but but it is what it is, man. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Hit the link tree. You can find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Plan to go live tonight, so that's the plan. I plan to go live tonight. I should be feeling a lot better tonight after I get chopped up. So, yep. Shout out to Boston's Playlist. Hit the link tree. Join the Patreon. Won't be disappointed, man. I'm telling y'all, the free game 89. Go cray. Free for 7 days. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Want to reach out? Probably Instagram and X the fastest way. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.